What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Mango Invest. In this video, we're just going to have a look at the portfolio just to see how we've started out the year of 2026. All the buys and sells, deposits, withdrawals, and things like that, and what's new that's happening with the portfolio. But just to start, we've got $618,000 of total equity. 2% of that is in the Australian market, so that totals 12,949 at the moment. Just over 97% is in the US market, and that's totaling $604,000, a little bit more. And I've only recently tried this Stake Accumulate fund, so it's just another fund within the Australian side of things. I think it's got roughly about a 5.6% dividend or interest rate, and then all the dividends that you receive through that, it just automatically gets reinvested. So I'm just going to give that a crack and just continually contribute every week or month to that fund and just test it out, see how it goes. And if you follow the portfolio, you'll see the progression of that one. I don't have any cash in the Australian side of things because all of it is now going to the Accumulate fund. And then in the US fund, we've got $127 in Australian currency. So I'll show you the balances and just see exactly what's been happening in the Australian side of things. So we'll start off with 2026. Deposited $100. That was to put into Stake Accumulate, and then I realised you had to have a minimum of $500 to start investing in the first place. So therefore, a couple of days later, we invested deposited another $500 to get that fund up and running. As you can see here on the 18th of Jan, it says Stake Accumulate Top Up. So that's where we put the initial $500 investment into the fund. And then later on, we put $118 there, pretty much what was left in the Australian cash position in the first place. So that's what's been happening on the Australian side of things. We'll click over to the US market, and there's obviously a lot more happening, a lot more activity. I'll just click the recent transactions just so we can see a lot more, and we'll scroll down to the start of 2026. But basically, all you can see is just dividends. So, we've got a Misty dividend of $31, a pretty big dividend from AGNC of $709. AGNC have actually been performing pretty damn well. If you were to look at the stock price most recently within the last 2 months, it is on a tear. AGNC is absolutely killing it at the moment. So I'm pretty happy with that. You can see on the 15th of Jan, we're starting to buy a little bit more SCHD. So we bought $500 worth, and that gave us, let's see how many shares that gave us. So yeah, 17 shares roughly, with a brokerage fee of $3. But yeah, that's the goal this year, is to invest more into SCHD and JEPQ. I didn't invest as much money last year, and I was pretty annoyed. But again, we did buy a house, so there was a lot more things going on in the background as opposed to just investing in the stock market. A good dividend from Realty Income Corporation of 174. A couple of yield max ones that you can see there, and then another big one from QYLD just at the top there. On the 21st of Jan, you can see we invested another $500 into SCHD. So yeah, really going hard with SCHD. I really want to increase that fund. I think we're up to just over $50,000 USD, so about 80 grand Australian. So we really want to target that this year as well. Yeah, right at the top here, we've had a bit of cash just sitting in the US side of things. I've done a couple of withdrawals. The first one, $1,200 US. And I think it tells us how much Australian we receive. Yeah, so $1,736 Australian. And then the next one, we withdrew $1,138. So that's that there. I've still got a tax bill that I'm paying off. We've just bought some new furniture for the house and a couple of other things. And we just didn't really have too much money in the cash position just laying around. So again, yeah, this sort of dividend portfolio provides a little bit of a cushion. If we're sort of struggling financially, I can just as easily just go into the dividend portfolio and withdraw cash just to pay for little things here and there that we don't necessarily have the money for. straight away. This is the accumulate fund. So this is the home page here. You can see we've got $618 in this fund all up. The earnings, we've only just started, so it hasn't really earned anything yet. And then here it's got the current target rate being 5.60%. So yeah, if you keep watching the channel, you'll be able to see the earnings. I'm still getting used to this accumulate fund as well. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll just contribute, little bits here and there, $100 here, $200 there, and we'll just see how it progresses. At any stage, I can just take this out and put it back into the cash position if I really wanted to. But another reason why I'll be using this fund as well is just it's pretty much a cash position until a market correction happens. With, say, for example, Apple or Microsoft, that they have like a massive market correction, and I could probably just withdraw this and put it back into the higher paying dividend companies, or like a bigger tech growth company like Apple or something like that. But that's pretty much the plan. But that pretty much concludes the video, guys. If you did want to stay along for the journey and the goal to get to $1 million with this portfolio, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up. And if you did want to sign up with Stake and get a free stock, you can use this code here, ChrisM965. If you're first signing up, you'll get a free stock, and then I'll get a free stock. So it's basically free money, so why wouldn't you do it? But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.